How many of you listening to America Tonight, I mean, be honest about this, how many of you are freaks for Farmville or other games, especially on Facebook? There was like Mafia Wars and stuff, but Farmville seems to be the number one thing. And I think some of the men out there can relate to this because it seems like a lot of women are playing this game. What do you do when your wife is totally hooked on to Farmville? How do you somehow get involved in this or pull her away from that? Well, our next guest, who's in the green room right now, the virtual green room anyway, we could spare no expense. He's drinking one of our most expensive lattes, I think. If he puts that down, Philippe Van Hecke is coming on to America Tonight. Philippe, thanks so much for spending some time with us here on ATN.
Thank you, Kate, for having me.
All right, here's the thing. I mean, I'm going to tell everybody what you do because you're in the business of, cell phone, text chat, entertainment, that kind of stuff. So this is kind of in your wheelhouse. But you have this wife who's really zeroed in on Farmville. What was that like? I mean, would you go to sleep and you'd wake up and she'd be playing the Farmville thing?
Well, I tell you, Kate, my wife about 2 years ago was driving me absolutely crazy. She was spending more times with Farmville than she was spending time with me. So one day I decided, I said, this is enough. I need to understand what's so nice about Farmville or what's so obsessive about Farmville. So one day I decided to sit down with her and look at it.
And did you like it? Were you interested in the game, or no? You were like, forget it.
I never been a big game fanatic, but I asked her. I said, what do you do? So she started showing me, all the feature and creating her farm and trading her pigs with her friend and doing all kind of things. But she said to me, one thing came out from her was. You see, I cannot do this right now on my cell phone. And me being in the cell phone industry, being there for a long time in entertainment telephony, there was a light bulb flashed in my head and said, okay, what about if you can do that with your mobile phone? And the conversation really started like this. And right away, almost in my mind, I created that world of combining both technology together, which to this date had not been done before.
Wow! So we're going to talk about that. You created the game MYIA, and it's because of what happened with your wife. Let's see, this is what happens in life. It led you down that path. It made you think about that, and so there's no other game like that with the cell phone, right?
There is no technology like this today. We are the only one. We just launched last week on a soft launch, and really there is nothing that combines those two technology together.
And so somebody, is this right? Somebody on a PC can actually play the game and live chat with someone on a cell phone at the same time, and they can be involved in the game. They can get involved in the game. Is that correct?
Actually, there is much more to it. But yes, it's like a Farmville that meets Twitter, that meets GroupMe. That GroupMe just sold a few months ago to Skype for $80 million after just one year in business. So you are in that virtual community or that virtual game, and you can, as an example, you can build a church, and once you build your church, you can sign up to receive a prayer of the day or a Bible quote on your cell phone. You can also invite your friends through SMS text messaging, so you can message to your friends while you are in the game and create that bridge and that connection with your friends to tell them what you are doing. And you don't have to leave the game. It's right there, right in the game, right in the platform, and your friends are receiving messages on their cell phone. There is also a mobile sweepstakes, so you can win prizes, and you don't have to leave. Again, it's right there at your fingertip while you are playing the game. You can enter to win a prize, and the prizes are changing every week. And further down the road, we are going to add mobile coupon, and we are going to add different mobile applications. It's really bringing the two, again, it's bringing those two technology together and making it a great platform, like a Walmart of social network.
I love that. You can even, besides the church, right? Because there's so many places that you could go with that. But you go the opposite end. You can have a nightclub. You can have all city halls, all kinds of things.
We do. We have a nightclub, so you can sign up for your love horoscopes and receive your daily love horoscopes on your cell phone. You can also enter into mobile dating. We have mobile dating right now that is running. So if you are single and you want to meet someone, you can sign up to meet for that application. If you are a sports fan, you can build your sports store and receive NFL or NASCAR news on your cell phone. So there is all kind of different content. Today, as our first generation of this platform, we have 32 different buildings that are linked to 32 different categories. And, I mentioned horoscopes and I mentioned Bible quotes, but there is health, there is legal, there is sports that I mentioned as well. So there are all kind of different information that really cater to a wide variety of people with different liking in their life.
How do you keep up with all this? You must have a giant staff or a smart staff. How do you keep up with all this is flying like 32. Would you say 32 different possibilities?
Well, it has been a roller coaster because we used to be a medium-sized company, and unfortunately for us, like a lot of American people, 2008 and 2009 and the economic crisis really hit us really hard, and we had to downsize and come up with new ideas and new way of doing business. But we have our own staff. We produce our own content. 90% of what we have on our platform is actually created by us. Is scripted by us, is recorded by us. We have also voice staff on board, and it's actually some of them have a radio background.
Of course.
and yes, it's a life of a small entrepreneur. It's leveraging what you have and trying to make the best of it in light of what is happening in the technology world today.
Oh, I so agree with you. That's why you're on this segment. It's called It's Your Business. That's why we had you on, Philippe, because you're perfect for that. It is about being an entrepreneur, and every third person you turn to, probably more than that, that's where you're going to really, I think, in America, that's where you're going to really succeed now, because as you mentioned, things were forced to change because of really what happened in 2008. But it's exciting. It has to be exciting for you because you're right there at the precipice of these technologies. So really the sky's the limit, isn't it? You get to brainstorm all day long. What a cool job. Was that what you do all day long, brainstorm? You brainstorm at night when you pretend you are sleeping, and then during the day you have to put things in action because you don't have time to brainstorm anymore. We are not at the size where we can pass a baby to somebody else. You got to be the secretary, and you got to be the marketing person, and you have to be the entrepreneur. I mean, it's an interesting job. It's challenging. I love creating companies. I've done that 15 times in my entrepreneurial career, and I failed and I succeeded, and this is I think to me this is my most exciting baby that I have. I had to participate and co-found and create. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see where MYIA goes. What's been the reaction? Because you said you just really launched, but certainly you've taken this to a lot of people, and many people have seen it, even in your world and beyond that. What's been the reaction so far?
People who understand the technology right away, they understand what we are doing, and they said this is really cool. This is really where the industry is going. Because if you look at, we are talking the case of Farmville. I mean, we could take the case of many games out there, but really what happened is those guys have used the cell phone or the mobile phone or the smartphone as another tool, as another medium to distribute their game. They really have not taken the mobile phone technology and tried to say, okay, what are we doing with that technology? What are we doing with SMS? What are we doing with MMS? What are we doing with all of that the phone has to offer, and integrate it into our platform? And it's kind of interesting to me, because I see as those giants with so much money. I mean, they raise capital hand over fist, $150 million here and another $100 million there. And I'm like wondering, why those guys are really looking at this as just another support for distribution? Why they are not taking those technology and merge them? And I think really we are a small group, but we are the first one. But I think down the road, this is the only way this is going to go. There is no other way. All technology are merging, and this is one of them. I mean, you look at gaming. People want entertainment. They want today to entertain themselves. They want to text. They don't want to talk.
Yeah.
They want to text.
Boy,
Sorry
that's
to
true.
tell you that, Kate, but they don't want to talk anymore. They want to text with one another.
They want to text. You're right. We incorporate text and talk radio. Talk radio is wildly popular right now. It's the #1 format in the world, in the United States and beyond. But you have to also have text, and you have to chat, and you have to have video and all that stuff. So you're absolutely right. Hey, we have just 20 seconds left. Somebody wants to get MYIA. Where can they get it?
You can go to MYIA.com, or you can, if you have a Facebook account, you go on Facebook, you tap, you enter MYIA, or you enter the Republic with a K at the end of MYIA, and you'll find us.
Awesome. It's your business. Philippe Van Hecke. Thanks so much, Philippe.